Operational efficiency. In a business context, operational efficiency can be defined as the ratio between an output gained from the business and an input to run a business operation. When improving operational efficiency, the output-to-input ratio improves. Inputs would typically be money, cost, people, measured either as headcount or as the number of full-time equivalents, or time/effort. Outputs would typically be money, revenue, margin, cash, new customers, customer loyalty, market differentiation, production, innovation, quality, speed and agility, complexity or opportunities. The terms operational efficiency, efficiency and productivity are often used interchangeably. An explanation of the difference between efficiency and total factor productivity is found in an introduction to efficiency and productivity analysis. To complicate the meaning, operational excellence, which is about continuous improvement, not limited to efficiency, is occasionally used when meaning operational efficiency. Occasionally, operating excellence is also used with the same meaning as operational efficiency. Measuring operational efficiency. Improving operational efficiency begins with measuring it. Since operational efficiency is about the output-to-input ratio, it must be measured on both the input and output side. Quite often, company management is measuring primarily on the input side, for example, the unit production cost or the man-hours required to produce one unit. Even though important, input indicators like the unit production cost should not be seen as sole indicators of operational efficiency. When measuring operational efficiency, a company should define, measure and track a number of performance indicators on both the input and output side. The exact definition of these performance indicators varies between industries, but typically covers these categories. Comparing operational efficiency. If the intention is to compare numbers with others through benchmarking, it is important to define, measure and track performance indicators for load and complexity as well. Even within the same industry, customer behavior might for example be significantly different between two markets, or two countries, leading to one company having to assign more resources and cost to handling of customers. Not measuring such load and complexity factors might lead to incorrect conclusions on operational efficiency. When interpreting the quantitative results of the benchmarking, it is important to consider the strategic differentiation. Cost is generated by performing activities, and cost advantage arises from performing particular activities more efficiently than competitors. Similarly, differentiation arises from both the choice of activities and how they are performed. When qualitatively interpreting the quantitative results of the benchmarking, one has to take the company's strategy into consideration, as well as the individual strategies of the other members of the peer group. If not done, quantitative results that are a consequence of strategy, not of inefficiency, can't be eliminated. One company might have a strategy to differentiate with low price. For that company, it is critical to have low unit production costs and high efficiency in distribution. For another company, differentiating with premium quality, the unit production cost is not that critical, but still important to know, of course. Instead, it is critical to have satisfied and loyal customers and a high absolute revenue per customer. Understanding actual quality levels is also key. Improving operational efficiency. When improving operational efficiency, companies have a few alternatives. The most common are: it is a common misconception that costs, in absolute terms, are always cut when improving operational efficiency. It is true for the same for less alternative, but not for the two other alternatives. It can be operationally efficient to increase cost, as long as the output is increasing more. One example of a same for less alternative is when a manufacturing company reduces its total personnel, and thereby personnel cost, while still producing the same volume of goods. This can for example be achieved through centralization, automation or optimization of working processes. An example of a more for same alternative is a manufacturing company reducing its output of faulty products, and thereby reducing after-sales cost, without using more money or resources. This can, for example, be achieved through use of quality management systems, addressing quality in existing training programs for personnel, or introduction of higher quality requirements when prolonging subcontractor agreements. An example of a much more for more alternative is when a manufacturing company invests in a new production plant that lets them produce products with more refinement than what they could produce in the old plants. They can sell these products at a premium that more than compensates for the additional cost. Another example of much more for more is when a service company invests in expanding its customer service to increase customer satisfaction and customer loyalty.